Yeah, hi guys, you are welcome back to my show. Hashtag Decision Day for Nigeria 2019. Yes, I'm back one more time. I expect each and every one of you to begin to tune in, to begin to watch exactly what is happening. Listen, I've got new stuff for you. I've got brand new stuff for you guys that will scare you from the surface of this planet. Yes, Nigeria is a joke. Believe me, Nigeria is a big joke. It's a joke. Nigeria is a joke. If you know exactly what's happening now, God help us. You will pray for God to wipe out Nigeria from the surface of this planet. Yes, I mean it. I'm not joking. From my last show to now, I've accessed the most relevant information that I want to talk about, and I'm going to show you picture evidences of what is happening. I've got proofs because everything is documented. They are all documented. Yeah, they are all simply documented. I told you I can be back online anytime. Olori Jinad Abi Sola, you're welcome. Pastor Adio General, you're welcome. Princess Lola Omo Chamin, you are welcome. Yes, Princess Lola Omo Chamin, I'm not too sure. I've been on and off the social media on Facebook. Fortunately, I've just grabbed myself some nice meal, not something heavy. I needed something light so that I can be as light as possible. So what I had, you won't believe it, I had lettuce, I had suya, suya, and onions, avocado, tomatoes, and chicken. Yeah, grilled chicken. I want to be as light as possible, not something heavy that will knock me off and I'll sleep. So I needed something extremely light. So I've had those light invigorating meal, and in between, whilst I was having those meal, I was able to go through the layers of the informations that were sent through to me, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not looking good, guys. Nigeria is not looking good at all. In 2019, it is simply not looking good. Trust me. Bensi Olusegun, you're welcome. Austin Obaja, you are welcome. It is, Nigeria is not looking good with the conduct of this election in 2019. I knew 2019 general election will be marred with fraud. I knew. I was reading it on the wall. I was unable to tell you, but I kept talking to you guys in code. Some took me serious, Some refuse to take me serious, saying that I was just being sarcastic. But rather than being sarcastic, I was the one that was optimistic, because people like my friend Michael Bolang Babalola are not privileged to those classified information that I have. They're not. They're not. And because they're not, they're only people like people like Michael Babalala, my very good friend. He speaks Hausa very fluently, sees things differently, and they believe that Muhammadu Buhari is doing a good job. I know Muhammadu Buhari is not doing any good job, and that Muhammadu Buhari is only an imbecile. Buhari is only an imbecile and somebody who is remotely controlled, and people still don't believe that Buhari is remotely controlled. My heart bleed for that country. I've got a lot of stuff. Let's quickly go through a few of those information, because I can see, look, I can see, honestly, I can see tons of information still waiting for me to attend to them. Tons. I'm not going to lie to you, but the necessary ones that I feel I should access almost immediately, because there are some information that takes priority over others. So, but because of where those information were coming from, they are authentic. So I will have to pay more attention to those information. So I've accessed those information within the last time that I was live, and now whilst I was having my meal. Once again, I am going to, yes, Olufumilayo Yetunde showed me, yes, good afternoon. It is evening in London, because the time is just a minute past 5 o'clock. Today, election day, Saturday, the 23rd day of February 2019. I'll tilt the camera to the screen so that you guys can actually see what is behind that I'm going to beam to you, so that you can see the evidences coming into my possession that I'm going to share with you. So equally, as we are online, I don't know for how long we are going to be online, but I'll try and make it as swift as possible so that we can, you know, move on to other issues, or I can access some other relevant information in relations to the election that is taking place right now, which I believe it's coming to an end, whether the election will be declared inconclusive or whether the election will be declared as a fraud. It's what I don't know, guys. But the election, so far so good, is practically rubbish. It's nonsense. It is nonsense. I repeat, nonsense. Olufumilayo Yetunde showed me, said, oh, good evening. Yeah, I'm just a bit disturbed. One of my dead in one of my Ife Road. One of your people died in a ghastly motor accident. on Ife Road. One of your friend. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Is that coming from Elisha to Ife, or coming from Ife to Elisha as if they're heading towards Ibadan? And you see, Olufumilayo Yetunde Shomi said one of her friend died in a ghastly motor accident on Ife Road now, and people are still shouting, say Baba, that Baba is, say Baba is revamping all our road, and yet we've still got deaths being recorded on our road. Nigeria is doomed. That country is doomed. Nigeria is not a country. That country is not a country. Yeah, election results, no good. Olufumilayo Yetunde showed me. I'm going to show you a lot of stuff now. Since my last show to now, I've got loads of stuff. Yeah, I know Ife Road to Ibadan. Oh, Ife Road to Ibadan. You see, Olufumilayo Yetunde showed me. Let me look at it this way, because I've applied that road with my late dad many times. See, if we have to go through to Akure in my hometown from Lagos with my dad, we've got two options. To either go through, we have to go through Lagos Ibadan Express Road, and we've got the options to turn off at Shagamu Benin Ore Express Road, and then when we get to Ore Junction, we turn left and then start heading towards Ondo, or we go through Ibadan and then through Elisha Ife Road, and then straight through, we cut through Elisha and then Oweno, and we enter Akure from the junction through to Oyemekun Road. Used to be a fantastic road, and you can now see why I am really vexed, because that same road that you have just highlighted, that you lost your friend, I remember in the late 70s and the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, I used to cruise down that line in my dad's Mazda 929 Limited at an excessively high speed, because the road was so good. I repeat, yes. I'll cruise at excessively high speed, you know, in that Mazda 929 Limited. That car was good. It was one of the top cars. And there was no pothole, there was nothing, no police checkpoint. You're just looking at the road, and that road is clear, and good Lord, God help me. And that's why I am angry. That's why I am angry. God help us. Nigeria is not looking good. So far, so good. Ugo Buzuo Ocheke, Jonathan is a very big coward by handing over leadership throne to a rascal tout called Buhari. Ugo, I won't describe Jonathan as a coward. No. History will not judge me for describing him that way. In as much as I had my differences with Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. In as much as Goodluck Ebele Jonathan crumbled my publishing business, I think I'll speak the truth. See, I've got my differences with Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, but you know what? Goodluck Jonathan is a Democrat. Believe it, believe me, or you don't. He's a Democrat, and he had demonstrated maturity over Muhammadu Buhari. You see, I want to tell you a story that you're not probably aware of, and I'm not too sure if Ben Television uploaded the same show, the same interview, my session on YouTube many years ago, because I'm a very volatile man, and if Alistair or Tunde Alabi invites me to come up on Ben TV, they know for certain it's not going to be easy on them, because I spit fire. I spit fire. And in one of my appearances on Ben Television prior to the 2011 election, I made it known, Ugo, to tell you how I have been conversant with predictions and how things will turn out to be. I made it known, and I told Jonathan in that show on Ben TV in 2011 that the best thing he can do as Jonathan is to conduct one of the most credible elections that Nigeria has ever witnessed in that country. And if he should conduct that election, that credible elections that will be clear and open to the rest of the world, that he conducted the most credible elections, he should stay clear of the election process. I made it known, I suggested it to him. He should stay clear. And if he stayed clear of the process, listen, if I were Jonathan, I told him, I said, if I were you, conduct that election, let them come to my domain to start taking and lifting crude oil. That's where I will prove to them that I was a former president and it is not possible. Because, let me tell you, if I want to be evil, I'm probably the most horrible human being anyone can deal with. Because if I want to be evil, I can be evil, and I'll be evil to the last. Lucifer is probably worse than the evil that I am going to incur on people. Satan is just a taste of the iceberg. So in other words, I'm indirectly telling you guys that I am far more satanic than Lucifer himself. But I can be good. Conduct that election. Let them come to South. Let them come to Bayelsa. Let them come to South to start extracting oil. That is when I will prove to them that they'll meet their end. Jonathan could have done that. And then he probably would leave them, stay. I'll stay. Look, I'll stay behind. They won't see my face as the perpetrator, just like Muhammadu Buhari stayed behind with Boko Haram and Fulani headsmen. I'll equally stay behind. I'll be dictating and I'll be calling the shots. I'll be telling people what to do. Government will know, but they dare not touch me because they won't see me and they won't catch me with any of those things. But I will be dictating the direction at which things should go. The nation depends on the oil in the South. Come there and come and take those oil and see. I advised Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan never listened to my advice in conducting the most credible election that will be physical to the world. He was hungry for power. That was his destruction. I then said, conduct it, and then if Nigeria has been destabilized, come back after that. You see, because as at that time, he was completing Umaru Yar'Adua's tenure. And that tenure, according to the PDP's gentleman's agreement, in rotation, belonged to the North. See, he, as Jonathan, should have conducted that election, make sure the election was credible, stay clear, hand over power back to the North. If the man who will come will probably use 8 years, fine. I will still, if I were Jonathan, I will continue to create the same problem for that man for the 8 years, because that 8 years will be hell on earth for whosoever takes over power from me, because it is my domain and you want to extract my oil to sustain the center of government. Let's see how it's going to work. Jonathan is not academically gifted and he is not thinking. I advised him. See, right now, if Jonathan had played the card right now, if Jonathan should come out to say to the whole world, look, I want to come back and fix this country, rather than Atiku Abubakar, the Western world and everybody will back him up the way they backed Obasanjo up in 1999. Because Obasanjo in 1979 relinquished power himself. Jonathan was not listening. All his advisors and everyone around him insulted me. They said, Mr. Bello, is not going to work. If we can't get it now, we can't get it forever. They're shooting themselves now. Ugo, you took me this length. That was why I came up with that. Ulfumilayo Yetune show me the law of poverty in that country, sir. Manix Koka, Alaja Apeke Adebayo, Yeye Oriade, Yeye Oriade Apeke Adeomonola Lagoke Crystal Radio, Saratu Ahmed. I've got somebody who is very important in the house. He ditched me. This guy used to be my chairman, and I still call him chairman. Olushe Yojo. Chairman Olushe Yojo. He's in the house. President Olusegun, you said a point of correction, Frank. That road you refer to was constructed immediately after Ife Modakeke infra-tribal war. Yes, it was. But then it was Benson Olusegun. Yes, that road was very smooth. Because I applied that road time after time. Pedro Osato Osabuen, you said, so shameful Nigeria could not conduct free and fair election. You will see. I'm going to show you proofs. Guys, I've got loads to show you. Nigeria is a fraud. Moses Ogundano, SOJ. So the additional two is in the house. You see, Nigeria is a fraud. I think myself and my chairman Olushe Yojo, and we've got our political differences as well, but obviously because we are both educated and we are both grounded, so we're still friends, unlike some who are rubbish. Chairman, I used your post in one of my shows a few days ago about what you posted on what is happening on the card reader and your analysis as a computer genius. I used it. I was fascinated and at the same time mesmerized, you know, and I used it. I'm not too sure whether you've watched that. Guys, I'll be tilting the screen back to my workstation because we've got a lot to talk about. Tokumbo Kuti is watching from Scotland. Osho Assis is in. Philip Osagietu is in. I can spot you guys. Now, if I tilt the screen back that way, I'll be able to project. You see, currently I've got, in fact, the messages that I have kept on increasing, and since I came live, you see, I've got loads as well. Now, if I tilt the screen backward, guys, I want you to please bear with me, and we might be shifting in between tilting the screen back and then catching up with what is currently going on Channels TV Live. It's not looking good. Nigeria is not looking good. It looks grayish and dark for our country. It's probably the darkest moment in our country. I'm going to start with this. I'm going to tilt the Mike Oyi is equally in, one of the famous activists in the UK is listening to the show. Stephanie Snowtown, I welcome you back again. I told you guys I can be back anytime, so you have to keep your tab on your alert. Okay, now I'm going to start with this. Let's see. I'm going to spin the camera around, okay? And here we are. And I'm going to play you this first clip. Look at this clip. Can you see Muhammadu Buhari peeping into Aisha's ballot paper? Look at. It's going to repeat itself. Look at that. Guys, Stephanie Sinota, yes, good evening. Guys, look at that again. Buhari peeping to check if Aisha voted for him. Look at that. Look. Can you see that? Crazy old man peeping into the wife's ballot paper to check if he voted for him. Okay, now you can see I'm scrolling down, and here they said urgent for circulation to all PDP formations. CBN Governor Godwin Emenefe is presently calling political leaders in the South to deliver 25% of South states for Buhari based on millions paid to them yesterday and with a promise of more to come. I'm reading that. You can see that. CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele is presently calling political leaders in the South to deliver 25% of South states for Buhari based on millions paid to them yesterday and with a promise of more to come. Sister Bukola Morakiyo, you are welcome to the show. Buhari versus Atiku. Nigerians react to Aisha Buhari says choose between wealth, poverty on Saturday presidential election. And here I played this one for you earlier on.
This country is something else. They just burnt our votes. They just burnt our votes. They burnt our votes. Can't you see? They just.
You can see the votes being burnt.
Our votes. They just burnt our votes.
I demonstrated this in the last show. That was in Lagos, Isolo, Lagos. Sister Bukola Morakiyo, Ruben Akintide, you're welcome. Thank you very much for that, Sister Bukola Morakiyo. It's going to get worse. These were the materials that came into my possession. Look at this. You can hear gunshots. You can hear gunshots. This happens to be our election in 2019, guys. Nigeria's election 2019. And I'll tell you exactly where this happened. Can you imagine? That was streamed, and obviously You can as well see this according to my informant. This is Abonima. Abonima is in Rivers State. Please pray. Soldiers have killed many young boys. It says Abonima in Rivers State. Otumba Omaigba, you are welcome. Yes, you can hear the gunshot. This is appalling. Are we in the war front? So says Olufumilayo Yetunde. Let me play that for you. Let me play that again so that you guys can listen to it. Gunshots. Gunshots in River State. PDP, not PDP, APC. This is not PDP, guys. These are APC. Not PDP. Not PDP, I repeat, APC. These are APC, not PDP. We're coming back to the issue of shoot and kill that Buhari gave the order. The shoot and kill was directed at the PDP, and I've got proofs to show you guys here. So the video clip you have just watched, that was the incident report from Abonima in Rivers State, and the sender, you can see you can see this is Abonima. Please pray. Soldiers have killed many young boys in Abonima in Rivers State. Let's go into the next one. And that's why I said we will do things differently today. Now, look at that. You can see the Nigerian police officer, and you can see this. You can see the setup. This is the northern part of Nigeria. These are current information that you cannot get anywhere, even from the mainstream TV stations. They will never show you all this because I am on top of the information. Now, police in Kano intercept truck load of daggers to be distributed in Kano State. So these were the truck load of daggers that the APC again intend to use to destroy people under Governor Ganduje, the governor who received dollar bribes. And underneath, police in Kano intercept truckload of daggers to be distributed in Kano State. And you can actually see here once more. You can see all the daggers, the knives. You can see the bags already. You can see here. Just follow the cursor. You can see Ganduje, Kano, APC, not the PDP. The whole world is watching what we are doing, because this will be tendered as evidence at the ICC. Ruben Akintunde, you said Lagos APC thugs are burning all Igbo's votes that they know was not going to count for them since Sanwo-Olu lost his unit in the presidential elections. They have set the template for destructions now. Yeah, I showed that earlier on. Maybe I should show that once again, where votes were being burned. I'll show that once again, Ruben, to prove to the world that votes were burnt. And this particular one that I got was in Isolo in Lagos. Look at it.
This country is something else.
Okay, hold on.
This country is something else. They just burnt our votes. They just burnt our votes. They burnt our votes. Can't you see? They just burnt our votes. They just burnt our votes.
Yeah, so that was the vote, one of the votes you were referring to, Ruben Akintunde, that they burnt. Olabalogun, you're welcome. Ruben, you said no matter what APC do, they will lose this election. Let's wait and see. I rest my case. So guys, you can see the knife from Kano with the police officer in the midst of it. And obviously you can see a much more magnified picture of the atrocity of the daggers. Who are this meant for? Are this meant for the PDP to be stabbed and killed? Are they meant for the other political opponents to be killed? It's what we have to establish. It's not going to go away, because these are criminal evidence against the ruling party, the APC. Now, look at this. Now, this particular one, look at this. Look at the picture. You can see the picture. You can see all the ballot papers and everything scattered on the floor. Now, here's the write-up. Somewhere in Anambra, 2 polling units via Omasi ward has been destroyed. All the presiding officers are on the run. That is it. Guys, Nigeria is not looking good. War is on the horizon. Here in this one, yeah, I think I've actually relayed that one. That was the Abonuma one. This one, watch this. Can you see underage voting by the APC? Can you see the money being handed over to them? Can you see money? You see this guy giving them money? You see this guy? Look at my cursor. Can you see? Can you see? Should we replay that so that you guys can see it properly? Let's play it one more time. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? APC. Can you see? I repeat, APC. Vote by the APC in the north. Nigeria is a mess. Now, this particular one came from, look at what Omotayo Agumbiade said. You can see that, can you? Can't you? APC agents are causing commotion in Ago Okota. They are snatching ballot boxes. I just escaped being trampled upon. They came masked with bottles. APC agents are causing commotion in Ago Okota. They are snatching ballot boxes. I just escaped being trampled upon. They came masked with bottles. Let me switch the camera to myself. Muhammadu Buhari gave the order to shoot ballot box snatchers. He knew, Muhammadu Buhari knew their plan. He knew what they wanted to achieve. He knew the ballot box snatching was in their template and their agenda for this election. He threatened the opposition with shoot and kill so that the opposition will not even dare snatching boxes, because they are the people authorized by law to snatch boxes. And disgruntled elements who are screwed up continue to antagonize the opposition, the PDP, the AAC, and many other political parties that snatch ballot boxes, and you will end your life. And some people are still hailing the useless man they've got as president is doing the right thing. It's not my president, I'm sorry to say. And I told you guys, I'm angry. If the election is fought on a level playing field and they genuinely allow Nigerians to exercise their constitutional duties without being hindered or disturbed, I will respect the will of the people of Nigeria. But with such a horrible event that I am getting, I'm sorry, I'm going to challenge Muhammadu Buhari after the end of this result at the ICC. Nigerian government is not going to go away with me. I'm going to challenge them at the International Criminal Court of Justice. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. You don't know me. I'm going to do it. I'm compiling this, and you and I are making history. They'll know that there's a mad, crazy Nigeria in the diaspora. Look at this. I had so much. Let me spin the camera back again so that you guys can see. Look at this. This came from the Guardian Nigeria, so I'm not making things up. I'm not making things up. It came, you can see at the top. You can see it, Guardian Nigeria. And it says, corps members escape death at Ward 2, Unit 8 in Ubima as over 20 gunmen invaded the unit with dangerous weapons, shooting sporadically, casting away ballot boxes, looting and robbing INEC officers. As at the time of this report, the unit is deserted. Everyone has scampeed for safety. One of the corps members who spoke with the Guardian said she speedily removed her NYSC uniform for the sake of her safety. And you can see her. That's her. I'm not making things up. You guys can say it. It is authentic. So I have cases to build with the ICC in connections with how people are killed and how people are treated rubbishly in the election. Let's go into the next one. Sister Bukola Murakenyo, you said Nigeria is a mess. My brother, that is understatement. God help us. Olufemilayo Yetunde Shomi, you said this is so shameful and appalling. And again you said earlier on, Nigeria has finished distributing money as usual. God punish poverty. That tape that I played earlier on. Yeah. Look at this.
The other file, or the other page. 317. And you brought 100 ballot papers for 317 voters. Who gave you?
Bought ballot papers to a voting unit that is less than the total number of voters that are supposed to cast their votes. Let's listen to that once again.
The other file, or the other page. 317. And you brought 100 ballot papers for 317 voters. Who gave you 100 ballot papers for 317 voters?
It's from the INEC, from the IPC.
And you accepted?
We didn't count it, and
Why didn't you count before bringing them here?
the only thing was us and
And asked you not to count.
yes, and take us into.
Guys, is that a country? On election day, I spelt this problem out to Stephanie Sinota when I appeared on her show, and I told her this will happen. And it is happening. I was unable to tell Stephanie the level at which I was vibrating and I was talking authoritatively. Because When I spit out my words, sometimes I speak in parables. I know this will happen. And I alerted Nigerians that well in advance, I told Nigerians that Muhammadu Buhari had already perfected his plans to rig the 2019 general elections. Nigerians were not taking me serious. That is the same. That is the same. Now, I'm going to play you this one. Jide Williams, you're welcome. Listen to this.
Stop crying, stop crying, stop crying. That's not happened to you. Nothing will happen to you, stop crying.
That is a cop member who had already escaped.
Stop crying, stop crying.
Can you see her?
Stop crying.
In a trauma.
Stop crying, that's not happened to you. Be safe.
In a trauma. That is somebody else's daughter. Not Muhammadu Buhari's daughter. Not Atiku's daughter. This girl is somebody else's daughter. Trying to perform her duty, exercise her services, the very best of her service to her nation. And she had to escape into the bush for her safety in an election in Nigeria in 2019 under the APC. The APC snatched those ballot papers. Here we are.
Stop crying, stop crying, stop crying. That's not happened to you. Nothing will happen to you, stop crying. Stop crying. Stop crying, stop crying. Stop crying.
You can see other cop members comforting her to stop crying.
Stop crying.
This is horrible. The question I'm going to ask is, will Muhammadu Buhari subject his own daughters to such a horrible ordeal the way they've subjected this poor young woman? This young woman could end up being my daughter, your daughter, anybody's daughter. Nigeria is crazy. Look at this. Let me spin it round again. I'm gonna play you this one. You listen to it. Look at this.
An kwada kuriyan akai an riga da an daddangwala ma PDP duniya ku shaida Here at our polling unit in AYA, some ballot boxes are brought here with already printed papers. They have already printed everything.
Can you see that?
Already printed.
APC had already printed.
Everybody is talking about what is happening.
Look at the police standing by the box.
Here with the boxes, everything is under control. Yes. Please, madam, what can you say about this?
Look at, just listen to that one. That is INEC official. Can you see the cap? You see?
Thank you very much. Yes.
You see?
Where did you guys vote?
We voted on the hotel police station.
But
Everyone that checks the NF website, there is
But madam, is it possible for you to vote? Almost 12 boxes within an hour? My polling unit is inside Chelsea Asokoro, and we have been there for almost 4 hours. Up to now,
you know there
less than 100 people.
Presidential, House of Reps,
Yes.
and Senate. They have 3 boxes. Okay?
Yes.
So, and there are 4 points.
Yes.
So, you have 3 here, that's 6. You have 3 and 9. You have 3 and 12. And you have over 100 people that voted in an hour.
Yes.
So, you don't think that's possible? I just explained how the
Are you telling me that no, the vote here is 100, but you we counted is 100? The vote we are seeing here, there are more than 400 votes. There are more than 400 votes. You are saying 100 votes. To be sincere, the world is watching at you.
And the world is watching. Shut up! Stop calling wallahi to lie.
I'm bringing it here in AYA.
Here is it possible? Here is AYA. Here is AYA. Can you
What bring you here?
Can you join
Is it allowed?
area?
Is it allowed?
Why? You not get
Is it allowed? There is no way you vote in total. You bring the boxes here. It's not possible. Why do you bring it here? You can't vote in total amount. This is complete cheating. This is
Complete cheating. And you can see the police.
already printed ballot boxes.
Yes.
Here at AYN. This is cheat. This is a cheat. Everybody should see. They want to see what is happening here.
Guys, Nigerians will think I am stupid. APC. I knew of all their perfected plans. I told you. I was aware of it. I'm on top of any information when it comes to Nigeria. Jide Williams, Kendi Krepi, Fumi Shofidia, Samson Anjorin. You're welcome. Olufemilayo Yetunde showed me, you said, oh my God, you are not stupid, sir. No, they think I'm stupid. People like Bola Michael Babalola, my good friend, think I'm stupid. I've got tons of people who think I'm stupid. I'm telling you. This happened today, not yesterday. You will never get all this from the mainstream media network. You will never get them. Guys, you'll never get them. From Olufemilayo yesterday showed me, you said I have a supernatural gift. I think Fumi Shofidia and I went to the London College of Printing, and Fumi Shofidia actually read screen printing. Very talented woman. I remember there was a posting I posted on Facebook sometime, and Fumi said, I can't. I think he said I was a bit difficult. That anyone that will deal with me will I forgot the way you constructed that superb English, and I laughed. I was a rebel at London College of Printing. I was a student leader. For me, will testify, and for me, Shofidia will equally testify that I happen to be one of the finest, because she went to the London College of Printing with. We were in the same year. We were at the same prestigious institution almost the same time. The only problem was that she studied screen printing. She's a very creative woman, and thanks for me for that. You, because Ulfumilayo Yetunde Shomi said I have a supernatural gift. I don't know whether. All I can say is that if you offend me, or if you think you want to harm me, let me tell you, I'm such a terrible human being. I'll see it and I will attack you first spiritually. Don't attack me, and don't attack anything that is good to me, because I'll see it. And the moment I see it, I know what to do to kill you. I will eat you raw. I'm not joking. I eat people raw. I've eaten a lot of people raw. And people will say, they end up saying, oh, I'm a witch, I'm a wizard, I'm this, I'm that. Don't try it. I always try to do good. Ruben, you said APC are on top of their games, but they will fail at the end. They will. I know that. Santos Kennedy. I'm seeing you for the first time, Santos Kennedy. This is a serious platform. If you haven't got the heart, don't come in here, because I don't normally invite people to come into my show. No. No. If you haven't got the heart and the strength to stomach what we are discussing here, I always tell people to exit. You have to be strong. Princess Lola Mochami, yes, you're welcome. Innocent Iyere, I'm seeing that too for the first time. Olufemila Yetunde Shomi, he said, like my husband, they normally called him rebel. That's serious, because he will say things the way he sees it. Very straightforward, man. Where's your husband from? Is he from Ondo State? Because I am from Ondo State, and we don't take no nonsense. I don't cheat. I won't cheat you. No, that's why when I said it, I made it known earlier on today. Odufumilayo showed me that when my marriage collapsed, I had problems with women, because women will not just understand the way I function, because I function differently and I think differently, you know. And no woman will want to stick me, but my wife Margaret sticked me for many years. You know, she's the only woman that understands everything, because if I wake up even at 1 a.m. while she's in bed, she never complained. But she got it wrong the day they said to her that I was womanizing. That was false information. And that was the end of it. Oh, you've been following me since February. Oh, he's from Abeokuta. Your husband is from Abeokuta. So if he's from Abeokuta, then he's disciplined. Yeah, he's disciplined. We're going to trash a lot. There's lots more that is worse to come. Worse is coming. Look at this. I'm going to tilt the camera around back again. Look at this. That's another scene. That is another area in Nigeria. Can you see? Look at elections in Nigeria in 2019. Look at the police. Look at ballot papers being burnt. Look at ballot papers being burnt. Look at elections in Nigeria 2019. Look at not just one place, a repetition of the same pattern all over Nigeria. Isolo in Lagos, ballot papers burnt. A replica is repeated all over the country. APC is a fraud, and Muhammadu Buhari should be charged to the International Courts of Justice. Bola Tinubu should be charged to the International Courts of Justice. Adams Oshiomhole should be charged to the International Courts of Justice. They know exactly what they've perpetrated, and that was why they made Muhammadu Buhari to alter the statement, snatch ballot boxes and lose your life. Oh, Santos Kennedy, you've been following me since February. Thank you for that. Olufemila here today show me. Now wow, everywhere, na scatter, this. And then you said again, all the world are watching this now. So shameful and appalling. Indeed. The worst is yet to come. I've got loads of revelation that you'll never find in any mainstream media. They keep coming in. Watch this. Let me spin the camera around. Watch this, guys. So this woman carried her mat, her pillow, and everything because there was no election. INEC electoral officers did not arrive. So she's there. Look at the woman wants to sleep. She wants to sleep there until electoral officers turned up. Watch it, guys. This is serious. This is serious.
This one is happening live at our
Live.
primary school. Ababanike, Enugu State.
Enugu State.
They are next staff, or rather, adult staff, are not here, and people have decided to wait till whenever they come. Yeah, you can see now you got 4 Nena Ajaka Hama Bundi Bute,
See, look at the poor woman. Look at the poor woman. Look at. She was meant to come to cast her vote and go. Look. Nigeria in 2019 elections, guys. You see? Happy VC. You see? Look, she's already sleeping. Oh God, God help Nigeria. Oh God, should election has to be like this? See, she's got her smartphone and she's going through her smartphone. Oh dear. Mama, you better sit on the chair. I beg. I beg, sit on the chair. Oh. Ah, please, Mama, please sit on the chair. Ah, God bless you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. You see, people waiting for INEC in Enugu State. Enugu State. Olare Ikujini, you're welcome to the show. Ruben Akitunde said Edo State governor lost both his unit and word in this election. Edo State Governor Obaseki. So Ruben is just breaking that because I've not accessed that, but perhaps along the line we will do. Austin Ubaja. Malaya Olayinka, you said you're watching. Grace Emily Ugolo. Yeah, Olufamilaya yesterday showed me all these old women. Nigeria is a fraud. JJ, you're welcome to the show. I can spot you. OJ Baba. $15 persons, this one, 15 persons, newsflash, 15 persons gone down in Akukutoru, Abonima on fire gun battle. Akukutoru has not started material distribution. You can see that. And obviously this was what Akukutoru is all about. Look at. You can see people with gun shots from Akukutoru in and here is another picture. Today's election 2019. That's the second picture, and this is the third picture. You can see the bullet, where the bullet went into his head. You can see that. You can see blood all over him. 2019 general elections in Nigeria. I've got this, but let's see what's inside.
One of their gun pulling units, thugs, hoodlums, on weapons came, snatched the ballot papers, the ballot boxes, beat up some agents, and set the ballot boxes ablaze. Some of the voters are still here chanting, they must vote. No presence of police officers, no presence of any security man. Some of the residents said, just some minutes away before the incident, the police officers attached to the scene left. And the moment after they've burned the boxes, we saw military people.
Another burnt boxes.
Look at the Okada of one of the hoodlums. He was caught.
You can see the Okada. Yeah, you can see the Okada here.
And the military presence have the military men just arrived here.
So where are the military men? None. They couldn't find them. Buhari said snatch ballot boxes and get killed. And his people, such as some of my good friends, were all rejoicing. I shook my head. I shook my head. I never replied to them. I was waiting for today because they don't know. They know nothing. Because they are not in the know-how and they don't have access to the classified information that I do. And they were all propagating and they were all celebrating, jubilating. But I refuse to tell them that the same person they are all jubilating and celebrating is the man that will snatch boxes and burn ballot papers. I knew ballot paper burning is going to happen. Sometimes you have to keep your mouth sealed. I get first-class information. I want, with all these evidences that is coming up now, I want people like some of my good friends who are Buhari Deans. I'm talking to you guys. Bello Michael Babalala, I'm talking to you. Sound Image, Philip Adegwe Gadada, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to all of you. Come and prove me wrong. You all said I'm an enemy of progress. I'm not an enemy of progress. Wait until when Muhammadu Buhari start snatching your father's land and your father's homes. Olufumilayo Yetunde showed me, you said they will soon come out and say free and fair election now. Nonsense. No, it can't be free and fair because I'm under the radar of the CIA, the FBI, the MI5 and the MI6, I'll tell you. And because the contents of my broadcast is carefully analyzed, that's why Facebook is unable to block me. Because everything that comes out of me is the truth. If I am false, I would have been blocked. And if I'm not really investigative, I would have been blocked. They money, CB, look, FBI, CIA, MI5, MI6 monitors this program. They monitor it. They know who I am. For your information, they know. They keep an eye on me. They know where I was trained. They know everything. They know everything about me. Make no mistakes, they know. And they know for a fact that I'll never make mistakes. They know my struggle, they know my fight. I've got a breaking news for you here. PDP wins at Sanwo-Olu's polling unit. Did you get that? PDP, that is Jimmy Agbaje, wins at Sanwo-Olu's polling unit despite the bullion van by Bola Tinubu. They know their game is up. They know their time is up. Power must change hand. I can see today she will be laughing. They that said that you are the real enemy of progress they've been saying it, that I'm an enemy of progress. I've got a few results published which I cannot authenticate now or give clarifications to. I've got some results coming in here. I've got loads of results coming in from this election, but I won't be able to actually say anything about all these results coming in because of all the fraud and all the activities and everything perpetrated by the APC, because I won't see the majority of these results as being credible. To be honest with you, I've got I've got loads of the results coming in already. Loads of the results coming in. Let's listen to, because I've got a lot of information here. What have we got here? Let me see what is here.
There are pictures online.
Okay. I'm going to tilt the camera round for you guys. Malaika Olayinka, you are loving this. Thank you so much. Share it if you want to share it, because this is the forum whereby we discuss hard, rough stuff. It's not for the faint-hearted, but for the strong people. If you're not strong, get out. I don't want you here. Get out. You have to be strong and mighty to be in my forum. Okay, I'm going to tilt the camera around, and I want you to listen to what Jagaban is saying. Thank you for that, Olufumilaya Yetunde, show me for the love. Let me tilt the camera around. Listen to this. Now you can see that. That's now. Let me, before I even play this, let's talk about this cap. Can you see the cap? Now look at this sign. Can you see the sign? You look at my cursor. You can see the arrow. Look at that. Look at that. What do you think this sign is? That sign you are looking at is the sign of infinity, something that has no ending. And this same sign that you are looking at, guys, make no mistakes, is an occultic signature. It's an occultic signature of somebody who is occultic in nature. It is not. This is 8. Figure 8 on its side. sleeping on its side. That is infinity, something that has no ending, something that wants to it's an image that wants to get hold of national treasury, something that wants to be in control of everything. And you know, this world is all about control of land and resources. First, control of people, control of land, control of resources. So already Bola Tinubu has been successful with controlling Lagos and grabbing all the land. And now he wants to expand his territory to the Federation. So that's why you have that figure 8 sleeping on its side, which is infinity. And when you look at that, what is the name of Bola Tinubu's tax company? Alpha Beta. We will explore that at some point in time later. I'll tell you exactly what Alpha Beta is all about. Now, let's listen to what this. Yes, Olufemilayo Yetunde showed me, you said sleeping 8. Yes, you can see it is occultic. But you see, not many people are able to see the way people like me who are not normal. Should I say I'm normal or I'm abnormal? Because a lot of people will say to me, I am abnormal for seeing things that I am not able, other people are not able to see. You understand? So, should I describe myself as normal or abnormal for seeing that and then telling you guys that, look, can you see that? No, I think I'm normal, but I'm just spiritually inclined far more than any other person. See, Bola Tinubu is in the Ogboni fraternity, but he's not up to a level. He's an Ogboni man. But if he's a good Ogboni person, he will know that he's out in the world for the service of humanity, but he's combined occultic practice with the Ogboni fraternity and the Freemason. And because he's combined the occultic with the Ogboni fraternity and spiritual killing, that's why he wants to hold on to Lagos. But it's going to backfire on him. It will backfire. I know that. It will. And his time is up. Let's listen to what he has to say. And I think I have a feeling this was all about the bullion van. Listen. Yeah. I'm trying to play that. Okay, let's see that. It's coming up now, guys. What's happening? Come on. Yeah, the connection is okay. Okay, now let's see that. Just a minute, guys. You see, they have attacked my system. They have attacked it. Okay, let me do this. I'll refresh and let's see. Okay, let's see. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. No, sorry. I don't want that. Let me go back to this. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is it. Let's see. Okay, for no apparent reasons. Okay, let me see if I can download. Okay, where is it again? This is it. This is it. It's not even giving me the opportunity to download. Okay, that is it. Bola Tinubu, for no apparent reasons, refuse to play. You won't believe it. I'm trying this one more time. I think I listened to it. Okay, let me do this. Let me send it to my tablet. Okay, let me then get it out from my tablet. Okay, it is still streaming. I have a feeling this was the interview that yeah, you see, they are on the rampage. They are watching me. Okay, let's leave that. Yeah, I know I have got full strength and my speed is up to normal, and yeah, you see. Anyway, we will leave that. I'll probably have to come back to that. Now, I got this, and in which Bola Tinubu said, I'll accept people's verdict. Can you see that? Bola Tinubu said, I'll accept people's verdict. Power has to change hand. The time is up. You can see some other results. I'm not going to talk or elaborate on all those results. I'm sure this was the other one as well. Guys, listen, let me switch the camera around. Ulufumilayo today, you said normal with discerning spirit, sir. Thank you. Bami Agiri, you said I'm normal. I think I am. I think I am, with the exception of the fact that the mother who even gave birth to me said I'm an abnormal child, that I'm not normal. My mother said it many times, that I'm an abnormal child, that because my mom happens to be a Yoruba woman. I remember my mom used to describe me as an Emere child, that I've got some unique supernatural power, that the day she gave birth to me, she knew that I was an Emere child. Whether I am Emere, to be honest with you, I don't care, but I think I am a progressive and I'm a white Emere. I'm not a red or a black Emere. That's all I can say, because whatever power that it pleases the supernatural power to give and impose onto me, that I'm able to use physically to better humanity, I think that was just normal to him. But whether I am normal or abnormal, I'm just my very self. And I know for a fact that the same woman who's been with me all my years even said it, that I've got some spiritual powers. Whether I have spiritual powers, I don't know. But all I know is that if I want something to manifest, it manifests. If I don't want anything to happen, if I don't want something to happen, it won't happen. That's all I can say. I don't know whether it's a supernatural power, but I don't know whether it's something that God has given me as a gift. Yeah, that's why I'm not scared of people. I confront people head on. If you know you are strong, come and face me. If you are strong, if I want to tear you apart, I'll tear you. I'm not scared. That's why money, guys, money. I don't see money. No. If I want to be look, if I had wanted to be multi-billionaire, I had opportunities. I probably would have been one if I was that greedy and nasty as Dele Momodu, who looks for money. No. Dele Momodu was not born into wealth. I was born into wealth. I was born into money. I've seen money in my life. So money is nothing to me. But what can I do? What can Frank Bello do this world, this plane of existence, to better other people's life? That is what matters to me at the end, when I will have to account for all my deeds to my supernatural creator, the spiritual source of all creation. And that is what many people are not seeing. That is what they're not looking into. Their end. Because there is a time to be born and there is a time to die. Our journey, this physical plane, is temporary. Eternity is where we spend our time in paradise. And I have been conscious of that since I was a baby. Guys, let me leave you again. The time is just coming to 18:34. I don't know for how long I have been on air. I'm going to come back, watch out, because I'm going to go through tons and tons of messages. As you can see, watch out. I'm not sleeping. It is Sunday tomorrow. I'm not sleeping. Don't sleep. I'll be back probably in the next hour or 2 hours. Until that time, take good care of you. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Bye-bye.